When it comes to getting actual conversations and dates from Bumble, it all depends on the first messages that you are sending. Hey, welcome to Online for Love, your #1 resource for dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be going over the best openers for Bumble, how to send the best first messages to get the best experience out of using the site. Before I dive into the tips, tricks, examples, etc., you should definitely make sure to check out our free online dating app quiz. This quiz will pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. It's completely free. It's also fun, easy, and quick, and that's going to be linked above me and found in the description down below. Maybe Bumble is your perfect online dating site, or maybe it's something else. Go ahead and take the quiz, then come back here and comment below what your results are because we'd love to know. While you're at it, do not forget to check out our free online dating opener formula. This is going to triple your response rates on a host of different dating sites or dating apps. So if you're finding that maybe this video alone isn't enough to help you with your openers on different dating sites or dating apps, make sure to check out our free opener formula. It's completely free and easy and will definitely help you out, so make sure to click that link that's popping up above me or found in the description down below. Alright, so it doesn't matter what dating app or dating site that you're using, the first messages that are being sent are so pivotal and important to, seeing how a connection is going to go. Your first messages could either leave you ghosted, could leave you blocked, or could leave you with a fulfilling conversation that leads to an actual date, but it really depends on how you start this whole thing out. So let's go over some tips and tricks on how to send the very best first messages on Bumble to get you the most success on the app. So let's get started with who is sending the first messages on Bumble. Women are sending the first messages on Bumble most of the time. So when it comes to heterosexual connections, women have to be the ones to take charge and send that first message. So if you are a man and you have matched with a woman, you cannot send her a first message until she has sent you one. So this really, changes the dynamic when it comes to online dating. It really helps there be more equality, and it tips old gender norms to the side where it makes it, the scale a little bit more even. So women have the chance to really take charge of their online dating life. This changes the power dynamics and let women be the ones in charge. On most dating apps and dating sites, it doesn't matter who is messaging first, there's no restrictions. And because of this, women are usually inundated with lots of messages from people they might not actually be interested in, and a lot of low effort messages that they might not even like or want to reply to. When it comes to Bumble, if you are a man, you can be assured that the messages that you're being sent are from people who are actually interested in you, because the woman's actually taking the time to send you something. That means she most likely, or more likely at least, is actually interested. Whereas on other dating apps, when you are a man, you're sending out message after message after message. A lot of the times you're being ignored and nothing comes from these interactions. But Bumble really tries to correct this phenomena by letting the woman be the one in charge and making things happen on her terms. So if you are a woman and you're looking to use Bumble and you're looking to have heterosexual connections, then you will be the one in charge of sending those first messages. Now, this can be a bit different for you. If you've never used Bumble before, if you're never usually the one to send those first messages, you're used to usually men reaching out first, then this can be a whole different territory that you've never experienced before. Now, all of a sudden, the job is on you to send that first message, and you are in charge of sort of directing the conversation towards where you want it to go. So it's very critical that you're sending the right types of first messages. And before I go on to a little bit more about this, if you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So it really helps us out when you give our videos a thumbs up, because that shows YouTube that people are enjoying our content. So then YouTube pushes our videos out for more people to see. So we'd really appreciate your thumbs up and your subscriptions. Alright, so now let's get real for a second. Why do women's first messages tend to not be the best? So this is sort of a phenomenon that I have seen personally and heard complained about. And I am the first one to complain about low effort messages sent by men. Of course, women's inboxes are always filled with hey. It's like a whole lot of nothing. But, I'm going to complain about that. I do have to do the opposite. And sometimes women do tend to send very low effort messages when it comes to Bumble, because for the first time, for a lot of women, they're the ones who have to be in charge and send those first messages, when a lot of women might not necessarily be used to that. And I think because of the dynamic of online dating, where women are inundated with their inboxes full all the time from men, the idea that they have to put in maybe more effort is sort of a novel thing, because usually, let's be honest, they don't. Usually, if a woman will send a low effort first message, that is enough to get attention and get a response. Whereas if a man sends a low effort first message, the chances that he'll get a response are just not as likely. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying that most of the time women just just do not have to try as hard to get messages back when it comes to online dating. So because of that, if you are a man using Bumble and you're looking to match with women and you're not really enjoying the first messages that you're getting, you might find yourself questioning, why are the first messages so stale and so low effort? So ladies, if you are sending those first messages on Bumble, I guess you don't usually have to necessarily try too hard. You will probably get a message back even if you send a low effort first message. However, if you are actually interested in a guy who you find to be high value, who is, heavily sought after, who many people find attractive, and who's probably getting lots of messages, if you want to get that person's attention, you will have to put in more effort. But we'll go over that a little bit more in a second. First, I want to recommend that you make sure to check out our free online dating opener formula, because if you're having trouble finding out what to say, we have it all figured out for you. Just click the link that's popping up above me or found in the description down below to go to our opener formula and get 3 times as many responses on any dating site or dating app. It's completely free, so don't forget to check that out. Alright, so let's talk about why up your opener game, especially if you are a woman and you found that usually a low effort first message works just fine. Why should you step it up? Well, I just sort of started to mention this. If you are actually interested in someone specific and you want to stand out from the crowd, you will have to put in a bit more effort. Sending a simple hey or a hi with nothing interesting, nothing alluring might not make you stand out from the crowd, and your message could go unnoticed, especially if you're talking to a person who is highly sought after. If you're interested in somebody, don't let them go by sending too low effort of an opener. Even if you do send a low effort first message and you get a response, your first message is actually setting up the tone for the conversation. So the subsequent messages that you can be getting from your low effort first message could also be low effort, and your conversation might be very stale, it might lead nowhere, and you're really setting up yourself sort of to fail. If you are leading by example and you send a interesting, engaging first message that, prompts good conversation and invites them to talk to you and it makes them intrigued by you, then the conversation will go in a lot better way for you, right? Rather than if you're sending something too low effort. I mean, you're setting the precedent, so do it right. The more low effort and low quality the first message that you send, the more likely that you are to be ignored. You want to make it easy for someone to be interested in you and to start a conversation and to keep it going and to pursue you. Don't make it harder by, basically making them come up with the first thing, even though that's supposed to be your responsibility. I mean, you're on Bumble for a reason, right? You are looking to have something a little bit different than other dating apps. Now, if you only want to be messaged first as a woman, then go use an app that is for that. But if you want to have the best success with Bumble, then you should care about the first messages that you send. And you'll be standing out against the crowd, you'll get the attention of the guy that you like, you'll have better conversations if you put an effort to your openers. Question of the day: do you have a signature or just really solid opening first message that you like to send often that usually works out well in your favor? Leave your own experiences, your suggestions, everything that you like to do for the best results in the comment section down below. We love to hear from you. We love to hear your ideas and your suggestions. Okay, before we dive into some examples of some good openers, what makes a good opening line? What makes a good first message? Let's dive into that. So first off, you want to be original. The best openers are probably ones that you have come up with yourself. They are specific to the person you're talking to, and they're specific from your own brain and your thoughts and your brand of humor and the way that you like to have conversations. So be original. People are interested in people who are themselves. People like personality. People like differences in people. They don't want to have a carbon copy, boring, or just played out opener. Also, if you use openers that are very often used, like you're using a message that is very common on the internet, then it just comes off as a bit corny and still low effort, because it's clear that you didn't think about this yourself. It makes you seem a little bit unoriginal. Maybe that office quote is amazing and funny and you love The Office, but how often has it been used on the internet? I mean, how sick are people of hearing the same thing over and over? It doesn't matter how great the source material is. And again, you do want to be specific. So think about what specifically would work for that person who you're messaging. The more specific you can get to them, their profile, their interest, things that pertain to you two specifically, the better, and the more you're going to stand out. You can also never really go wrong with compliments. You want to make them feel good, so if you do slip a compliment in there, that can usually help you out. Also, ask a question. So you want to start a conversation, right? And the easiest way to do that is to start a question that will prompt them to answer and to, have something going. So don't forget to actually give them something to respond to. If you just say hi, or if you say nice photos, then you're really putting the responsibility back onto them to think of something to say. Take the responsibility accountability, ask a question, get the ball rolling. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe. Now let's talk about some specific openers that you could use. Now these are going to be some very specific examples, but I would suggest for you to use them as sort of ideas and make them your own. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest copying and pasting these exactly, but they're a good starting point to get you to understand some pretty good openers. Love your taste in music. What's the best concert you've ever been to? Oh, super cool pics. Are you into photography? How are you really doing right now? Your dog is so cute. Hopefully he'll make an appearance on our first date. Your bio had me rolling. Want to link up sometime and tell each other dad jokes? Not gonna lie, you are so my type. Your smile. Are you my appendix? Because you give me this weird tingly feeling and I kind of want to take you out. I know we're all sick of being quarantined, but I'm trying to lock down someone like you. All right, I'm here. What are your other 2 wishes? Is that a insert band name here? Tea you're wearing in your 3rd pick? Love them. Wow, you definitely have a way with words. Who's your favorite author? What do you think is more important, time or money? What would you do if you were invisible for a day? Kiss, marry, kill. Salsa, queso, or guacamole? All right, let's see what you've got. Truth or dare? Hey, what are you up to this weekend? Hey, how's your Tuesday going? I spent 20 minutes trying to think of a curated pickup line, but I don't want to keep you waiting any longer, so hey. Now, those are some pretty solid openers. I would suggest that, again, you take them and make them your own. But overall, that's going to be it for this video. I hope that it helped you out, and I hope that you have a better idea of what to send to that person you're interested in. And hopefully your opener game has been upgraded after watching this video. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out our free online dating app quiz, because that's going to pair you with your perfect online dating site or dating app. It's completely free, also fun and easy and simple. That's going to be linked above me and found in the description down below. While you're at it, do not forget to check out our free online dating opener formula. This is going to triple your response rates on a host of different dating apps and dating sites. So click the link to that. That's going to be popping up above me and found in the description down below. That really fits with the theme of this video. And if you'd like some more help on how to send those first messages, make sure to check that out. Also, now that you are just about done with this video, make sure to watch some of our other ones popping up on either side of me. Don't forget to answer the question of the day. What are some solid opening messages that you have sent that have guaranteed you success? Leave your anecdotes, stories, comments, questions, everything down below. We'd love to hear from you. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it. And hopefully we'll see you here again at Online for Love. Thanks, bye!